Good evening, everybody. And by everybody, I'm hopefully talking to not just the children in our school, but to any parents or carers who get the opportunity to view this video. This is a bit of video update for you all on the 6th of January. We're roughly 48 hours since we got the announcement that we're going to be going into national lockdown. And as you can understand, these are very unprecedented and very strange times. This is the second time now in 12 months that we've been in a lockdown that has involved closing of schools, or rather closing schools to the majority of pupils. And I want to take this opportunity to just get across a couple of key messages and to try and reassure parents and explain some of the things that are going to be going on over the next few weeks. The first message I would like to say to parents is this: we haven't gone anywhere. We are there for you. We are there for your families. Over the last 24 hours, you will have been receiving phone calls from members of the primary school staff, checking up on yourselves, checking up on welfare, explaining more of the intricacies about what's going to be happening in terms of children's work and how you can access this, and trying to find out about any of the needs that you may specifically have. We're here to help and support you with your teaching and learning. We're here to help and support you with access to free school meals, etc. We're here to help and support you with welfare as needs be. My first message, and I think it's probably the most important message to say, is please communicate with us. If you have got concerns, contact the school. You can contact the school by the phone number. We'll be manned Monday to Friday every week as normal. You can contact by the primary email at primary@thehalifaxacademy.org. Second message goes out to those people who are key workers. If you are a key worker and you have not as yet contacted the school in order to take up a place for your child in school, please do so as soon as possible. It is incredibly important that you do this, because that way I can build the groupings for the staff, I can build the groupings for the children, and make sure that everybody gets the right provision. I'd like to take a moment to talk a little bit about the learning platforms and how we're going to be structuring the learning through the next few weeks going forward. Now, if your child is in early years or year one, you will be using Tapestry. Now, you'll be familiar with Tapestry because this is the platform that you've been able to access when your children were in reception, if you're in year one or currently in reception now. And this is where most of the work will be set. It will be set via Tapestry. There will be daily work on reading, writing, maths and phonics. And because of the slight difference to Microsoft Teams, you'll be getting regular contact calls from members of the teaching team in early years and year one to make sure that you are accessing the work and you are engaging. If your child is not engaging in the work, we will be making more calls to find out as to why this is and what we can do to support you with this, whether it's technological advice in terms of you struggling to log on. But it is incredibly important that the children do not just go home and stop. It is key that as parents and staff, we work together. Please be logging into your Tapestry. Please be looking at the work your child has been set. And if you are struggling with uploading work, please get in contact with us, send us a message, and we can get on with this and show you what's going to happen. If you are in year 2 to 6, then your children will have a Teams account. That's Microsoft Teams. Now, one of the reasons why we chose to move from Google Classroom to Microsoft Teams was because of the particular ease of access. Now, I apologize for looking down, but I'm deliberately getting out my mobile phone because Microsoft Teams is an app that you can download onto your mobile phone. So this is my mobile phone here, and you'll see here we have got Microsoft Teams. And if I click on Microsoft Teams, it opens up and you can see immediately some, not all, but some of the Teams groups that I have actually got membership to. Now, each class has its own Microsoft Teams learning area, and the work will be set on there every single day by the class teachers. Even on the days when they're coming into school to work and teach to support our key worker children, our HCP children, etc., they will still be setting tasks on there. This will be daily learning lessons. This again will predominantly be focused around English and maths, so that's reading, writing and maths. But we will be also offering some additional facilities. We're looking to have a daily live check-in session each morning for each year group. So that means the teacher will not only be there monitoring in the background, they will be there live each morning, but almost like the equivalent of a registration session where children come on, the teacher can talk to the children directly, set the tone of what needs to be done for the day, and make sure that the children understand the activities. In terms of the work that's going to be posted online, some will be independent work, some of which will be videos that explain the work that the children need to do and how they need to upload this. And we're also looking to be running live sessions for children to sign into. If the children miss those sessions, these will be recorded and posted later as a video that the children still access. Accessibility is key. Teams can be accessed off a mobile phone, off a tablet, off a laptop. Now, we are very much aware of the fact that not everybody has one laptop per child in school. And we as a school are doing our best to make sure that we get as many devices out there to parents to work with. But we only have a limited supply, and we are having to prioritise and put those into houses where there is no access, as opposed to those where there's maybe 4 children and they've got 3 laptops between them. Therefore, we are asking parents to do their best to encourage their children to share their devices, for parents to allow their children access to their mobile phones so that they can see what the work they've been set. In terms of Teams, you don't need to always type everything electronically. You can write something down on a piece of paper, like I've written my notes here. You can take a photograph of it using a mobile phone, and you can upload it to Teams, and that will count as the work being completed. Apologies for looking down at my notes, but there's a lot to go through. Other things we'll be having a Monday assembly for the children, as we do normally in school, and again a Friday celebration assembly. We'll be looking at the great work that children have been doing and encouraging others to go forward. I've already mentioned technology devices. Please, please, please work with us. If you are struggling with connectivity, contact the school and we will do what we can to help. Unfortunately, I cannot send laptops and tablets out to every single house because I do not have enough to do that. If it comes to the point where we feel it is not sufficient, we will need to look to change if necessary. This might be in the form of a work pack that is set on for the children, or we may look at some alternative provision from another angle. I'd like to talk a minute about engagement. Teaching staff are working very hard along with the support staff to make sure that the lessons are there for the children. There are live lessons, there are video lessons. We're working with the secondary school to make sure there's some provision coming from the secondary phase. We're also working with other agencies to make sure that we've got access to high quality learning resources for your children. However, it is vital that you as parents work with your children to encourage them to complete the activities. I say that again, this is key. We can create all the work resources in the world, and we will be ringing parents and we will be ringing and speaking directly to children if they are not engaging in activities. But it is vital that the children do. This is now the second lockdown. We've already lost 3 months of learning before. We're potentially going to lose another 1.5 to 2 months now. That is 5 months of learning. That is always going to be difficult to catch back up if your child does nothing during that period of time. So it is key that they engage with all the learning, they respond to the learning, they submit their work. My staff can then do their best to work with your children, to give them the feedback. The feedback might come as a written comment, the feedback might come as a live video, the feedback might come as a recorded video of what they need to do in order to improve. The easiest way for your child to engage is for your child to remain within a clear school routine. By that I mean up, ready and working in time for when school starts. Our school starts at 8:25. I know for definite that the first live check-in session is scheduled for 8:40 in the morning. It is incredibly important that your children check into these sessions, find out what work they've got to do that day, and follow and maintain the routine. The evidence has shown us that the children who have been the most successful in retaining knowledge during the lockdowns and improving on knowledge in some areas are those children who have a clear routine, work each day at the right times, and work through their work systematically each day. Finally, I want to come back to communication again. We are going to be doing everything possible with us as a staff to communicate with you regularly. I'll send you regular video updates directly to your teams. These will be put into Tapestry as well so you can see them. But if you have any questions, if you have any concerns or you have any queries, please, please, please make sure you contact the school. It is vitally important. We cannot know everything that is happening in every household. So I ask that you look after each other, you take care of yourselves, you follow the rules. The sooner we all follow the rules, the sooner we can get back to normal. I have one last challenge though, and this one goes out particularly to the pupils, and particularly to those children in year 3, 4, 5 and 6, but the other children can try it. If I'm correct, there is a little computer program called Hit the Button, which allows you to test your speed at answering multiplication tables. And if I'm also correct, just before we broke up for the holidays, Mr. Shaw proved once again that he is the supreme champion of this, completing, I believe it was 43 correct questions in 60 seconds. And this was on the full anywhere up to 12 times 12 timetables. I'm throwing out a challenge to the children out there. I don't think there is anybody out there who's going to be able to beat me. So if you have a go and you beat me, you take a screenshot and you post it on your teams, because the moment you beat me, I'm going to go out and redouble my efforts to take you on and beat you again. That's the first challenge I'm throwing out to everybody. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you're going to find this video useful. Please, as I said, if you are concerned, contact the school. We are there every single day and we are there to help you and support you. Take care. Look after yourselves. Talk to you soon.